chiefs that served in Kaduna under my watch. One of them is still alive, Farouk Yahya, was chief of army staff. He was GOC in Kaduna. I saw him yesterday at a wedding. You can call him, bring him to this program and ask him what we did. What I will not do, okay, is to pay bandits, give them monthly allowance, or send food to them in the name of non-kinetic. It's nonsense. We are empowering bandits.
Is that what is going on?
It's not the government of Kaduna State. It's a national policy driven by the Office of National Security Advisor, and Kaduna is part of it. Many states are objecting to that, but that is the policy now. Kiss the bandits. That's the new policy. My position has always been the only repentant bandit is a dead one. Let's kill them all. Let's wipe them. Let's bomb them until they are reduced to nothing. And then the 5% that still want to be rehabilitated can be rehabilitated. You do not negotiate from a position of weakness. You don't empower your enemy. You don't give him money to go and buy more sophisticated weapons. That's why the insecurity problem has not gone away and will not go away as long as this policy continues. They can deceive, they can cover up, they can do propaganda, but those that live in Katsina, those that live in Zamfara, those that live in Kaduna, those that live in those states, they know what is happening.
That was Malam Nasiru El-Rufai, former governor of Kaduna State and the chieftain of the Social Democratic Party and the coalition African Democratic Congress, making weighty allegation against the Tinubu administration that it has an official policy of paying bandits and feeding them. He alleged that they are also supplying food to bandits, paying them money monthly. He said he will not do that. That has generated a lot of buzz on social media and elsewhere. It was one of the high points of the latest viral interview of Malam with Channels Television. Now, when that story broke, the Office of the National Security Advisor responded by issuing a statement denying that there was such a policy of kissing the bandits, that's paying the bandits, saying that even they themselves have been advising Nigerians not to pay bandits, that it was not true. And there was also a statement by the Kaduna State government. All of these statements, including the one coming from the office of the presidency, where Bayo Nanoga also issued a statement. They all say it is not true that bandits were being paid, that it was an official government policy. That's what they said. But Malam Nasiru El-Rufai is one leader who don't suffer fools gladly. He has also responded again to show that he was sure what he is saying, and he issued a lengthy statement, and which he said, "This is my response to the unfortunate statement from the Office of the National Security Advisor and the fake but predictable hot air from Kaduna following my live interview on Channels Television last night. As usual, the combined voices of the government of Kaduna State and the Office of the National Security Advisor, instead of responding to the core issues I raised, seek to deflect responsibility by alleging that exposing them amounts to politicizing security. As a person whose 3 siblings served in the Nigerian Army and the Air Force, with one of them rising to the rank of general, I have and will continue to appreciate and honor the memory of our citizens in uniform who have made sacrifices for Nigeria. I will also continue to appreciate the immense work that continue to be done by gallant officers of the military and security agencies. It is a well-known fact to discerning Nigerians that the face of the politicization of national security for politically intended purposes resides for the first time in our recent history in the office of the National Security Advisor under his present leadership. If the office of the National Security Advisor thinks Nigerians are not following his unclear and incompetent management of terrorism and banditry in northern Nigeria and beyond, in collaboration with a certain senator also from the north, then it is high time it carried out an in-depth evaluation and review its actions. We are not the first to reveal the government's ongoing greasing of the palms of non-state actors in Kaduna, Katsina, Zamfara, Sokoto, Niger, Kebbi, and other states. No matter how incompetent in security matters he may be, the National Security Advisor cannot be oblivious of videos and audios of traditional rulers, community leaders, and religious leaders condemning the payments made by the state to bandits. The attempts at denial falls flat as many citizens in the affected states have been following the counter replies by community leaders and clerics on the issue of government paying bandits. We spoke the minds of distressed communities across Nigeria who are victims of banditry and terrorism and who are watching with pain the way and manner the Office of the National Security Advisor, which ought to be discreet and purely carry out intelligence coordination, is now deeply involved in lousy protocol and public relation duties, along with politically inclined security management at the expense of the expertise of trained professionals. This charade by the Office of the National Security Advisor is being done gleefully at a steep cost to the finances of the country and the ethical fabric of our society. The constitutional, legal, and patriotic duty the government owes on security is to better support our military and security agencies with more resources like personnel, equipment, and technology, rather than further endangering the country by mollycoddling bandits. What exactly constitutes negotiation with bandits? Why is non-kinetic approach to addressing banditry and criminality equal to withdrawals of huge amounts of money from state treasuries and handing them over to bandits and terrorists? Which officials and their intermediaries deliver this money? And how much personal withholding tax do they pay before delivering of the funds? Who are the most prolific purchasers of prime real estate in Abuja in the last 2 years? And what is the source of their newfound wealth? These are questions many discerning citizens are demanding answers, while officials of the National Security Advisor and the Kaduna State government are focusing on protocol, propaganda, and international junket. This is still long, but I don't want to finish it for you in this broadcast because it's going to make this video longer than I wanted it. But you can hear Malam Nasiru El-Rufai expanding the allegation he made that, look, what is happening is a state policy, and he has already laid more questions about who are the owners of prime real estates in Abuja springing up recently and all that. He is making far more weighty allegation in his response to the Office of the National Security Advisor and the Kaduna State government. This is really an issue that will have to be in the front burner, because look, the person making this allegation is not an ordinary person. You are talking about Malam Nasiru El-Rufai, governor of Kaduna State for 8 years, minister of the Federal Capital Territory Abuja, DG Bureau for Public Enterprises, is making this allegation. And he is doubling down because he was not satisfied with the response of the Office of the National Security Advisor. And interestingly, he is not alone in his dissatisfaction, because he is well prepared. You need to go and read the whole statement that he issued. He is well prepared to face them. Okay, my own would have been that what would have been better is for Malam Nasiru El-Rufai to be brought to the channel television with the National Security Advisor or somebody from that office, particularly the National Security Advisor himself, to a debate, so that they be able to, Nigerians will now watch them to see, so that they will counter him one by one to avoid any ambiguity on what is really happening in the issue of bandits and funding. Now, let us look at the reaction of Dr. Datti Baba-Ahmed, because Dr. Datti Baba-Ahmed is not only from Kaduna State, he is also the vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election. Let us listen to what he has to say, because he seemed to agree with Malam Nasiru El-Rufai, and he's posing a challenge to Office of National Security Advisor, saying what he would have done if he's the person in charge of he is the one that is the National Security Advisor. Therefore, he was calling into question the competency of the National Security Advisor on this matter. So let's see, watch.
If the office, so-called Office of National Security Advisor, will take this statement with levity, then Nuhu Ribadu was never a policeman. He is not a qualified lawyer. He should not be in that office.
What would you say he should be doing? His office has reacted to this.
That is not a reaction.
If you were the NSA, what would you be doing?
And Nasiru should be writing some comments by now, some statements to the police, to the courts. If the position of Nigeria, the so-called APC government of Uncle Tinubu, if their official position is to be compensating bandits, paying bandits, then we don't have a nation.
So your inference tonight is that whatever Malam Nasiru El-Rufai has said in that respect, which we play back, if it's not true, the government of the day should be taken more seriously.
Yes, and so long as it passes by with the so-called, what you call, reaction of the answer, then it is true. And I tend to agree that it could be true. But
that was Dr. Datti Baba-Ahmed saying his own mind on what he thinks should have been done. You see his position. He said that if he was the National Security Advisor, he was challenging National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu that if what Malam Nasiru El-Rufai said is not true, that Malam Nasiru El-Rufai should be making statements to the police by now. That he should be in court by now, saying that that would have been the direction to follow, because the allegation is weighty, that there is an official payment of money to bandits as a national policy. You say, if this is true, it means that Nigeria has no government. We are just on our own as a people. Because if it is not true, Malam Nasiru El-Rufai should be making statements to the police and to the court. You say, if that is the official position, we don't have a government. And he said that because he didn't like the response of the Office of the National Security Advisor. He felt that their response was so weak, to be able to convince the doubting Thomases that Malam Nasiru El-Rufai is wrong. And he said that towards the end of that video, you see that he was saying that he is believing that this could be true, that what Malam said could be true, largely because of what he termed a very weak response from the Office of the National Security Advisor. And if you look at the response, even from the Bayo Nanoga, the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, it was also weak, because what they are talking about is that Malam Nasiru El-Rufai is politicizing insecurity. It's politicizing insecurity. And that was why Malam himself was doubling down and said, they are not addressing the real issues I raised. Let us address the real issue. So Malam appears to have information that the rest of us don't have. And if you read the full statement, which I will try to put a link under this video so that you can read the details of what he had to say, you know that Malam is ready for them. He is ready to present his fact as he sees it. I don't know what you think about Malam Nasiru El-Rufai's weighty allegation that Nigerian government is not only paying bandits to release kidnappers, but they are also that as a policy of paying some bandits monthly and even supplying them foodstuff. That's what he said on national television. And National Office of National Security Advisor and Kaduna State Governmental reacted, but he doubled down, bringing it even more damaging information out there from his statement in response to what they said. And what do you think about Dr. Datti Baba-Ahmed's take on the matter? He's talking about Malam going to the police, being invited to the police to issue statement and all that. Is that the right way to go? Or the best option is let these two people, the National Security Advisor, because he keep on repeating the National Security Advisor, Office of the National Security Advisor, in his statement. I'm talking about Malam, so that two of them can talk about this thing on national television. We know that security is a sensitive issue that the Office of National Security Advisor may not want to, but this is a matter that is already getting traction both on social and conventional media. What do you think? What is the best option? How do we unravel the truth between these two people? Do you say three people? Kaduna State Government, Office of the National Security Advisor, and Malam Nasiru El-Rufai. Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.